Greetings. Exciting. New moon Aquarius. Write yourself a love letter. Or a few love letters. Oh, yeah. I also wrote out a forgiveness thing. Forgiving transgressors. That prayer. Oh my God, I think it's actually called the Lord's Prayer. I can't remember how it goes, but sorry, Mimi. I love you, Mimi. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna Google that. my Mimi. She is probably she understands. So I received a question, and we're about to have a new moon Aquarius like right now. I'm looking at astro.com. Look at all that Aquarian energy. Oops. But I received a question on how to better understand my forecasts and additional tools and things like that. So I wanted to offer, and I'm going to do a post on this with pictures of everything, so it's kind of easier. I have my Witches Date Book, #1. I love it. It helps a lot. Aspects in Astrology. And this has info, and obviously, but then it also has some like charts to practice with. But I find getting your own chart is the best, and then start with like a couple of people to kind of look at and practice with. It's not exactly astrology, but you'd be surprised how, it's like the same team. So I practice Reiki, but I also practice the Tao, and I recommend this book along with its counterparts, which some of my books are not in my possession I guess if I've given books away. Relaxing into Your Being. From there, I also recommend this Archetypes deck. We just pulled the Hunter. I also, now this is where we kind of get a little bit more technical. So I used to work and study different systems, more like political systems, social systems, economic systems, and I was working in those systems, and some things happened, and they seemed very outside of me, and I was just like, wow, what is going on? So someone introduced me to Ann Ortley, and it's AnnOrtley.com, and I post her on my thing sometimes so people can find her. But I found her podcasts, and I decided to go back into her archives and listen to another time in my life that was kind of like, wow, energetically. And I was listening and I was like, oh my gosh, yeah. So then I started studying astrology and I got into the solar system, if you will. So what I do is I look at my own chart and I just spend a lot of time with it. I print out, I now do this. Here we go. I print out chart wheels. And then I design my chart wheels according to what is happening. I listen to the astrology podcasts and I look and I make, well, you can't really see, but, well, we're still into this part of Aquarius. We're only now beginning there. But the earlier part of Aquarius, we have notes and things for over here. So then we're going to go, hold on one second. Boop. So I look at this and I see what's going on and then I relate it to my chart wheel. That one's blank because I'm also a lot Scorpio. Then I have an album of charts. And so this one, for example, is a chart wheel of just archetype representations of the houses. Let's see if this goes. Okay, good. I'm not exactly sure how to work this sometimes. So then I spend time like this, like as I'm studying and making notes, and I go through, and this is broken down according to elementals. And I have a little chart. And then I just spend time with each one, and I just kind of... Apologies for the Wi-Fi. This is an ephemeris. This is how deep it goes sometimes. When I was 6 months old, I kind of died. So this was the ephemeris of that time. And I went back and, studied what happened and yeah. I created a prayer room, and so it's really far away from the modem, obviously, but it also means technology struggles here. Anyway, so that's kind of how I get into it for my own. I want to refresh this, but I want the Wi-Fi to work. That's how I dive in my own chart. I just spend time with the archetypes, the celestial bodies, the representations. That's where things like this come in. And this. Because numerology, for example, you can work with the degrees in certain ways. I wish I had paid attention to astrology more when I was in geometry, because I feel like I would have, and chemistry. I mean, I get why the educational system is the way it is because of capitalism. Oh my God. See, I can talk about those systems all day. I'd much rather talk about these systems and try to jump into the Jimmy Carter second administration timeline. That's my goal. I feel like if I could get to that timeline, that's got to be a utopia, That's the good one. I want that timeline. So if anybody is laying crystal grids out there, anybody who lays crystal grids, consider, consider, I'm going to try this for my own. Oh, I don't know. But consider laying a crystal grid according to a chart or a date that I have done this for a court case, and it did really like there was a court case happening the next day, and I really wanted it to go one way. It was an environmental situation, like it was on behalf of Mother Earth, you know, I mean, a timeline, a pipeline kind of situation. It wasn't a pipeline, but it was the environmental equivalent of a pipeline. And so I wanted it to rule a certain way, obviously. So instead, I looked up the original date of the decision to put something in this location and blueprinted a crystal grid according to that chart. Put so much energy through that channel that so far we're still okay. And I'm not revealing any kind of information on this, but consider, for those of you experienced in crystal grittery, isn't that fun? Anyway, so this is some of the tools I use. I will post more about this. I also write down or type into my phone all my dreams, because you kind of start to realize the themes, and like, you know, I track it with the moon, and once you've invested or documented, consider your terminologies and your priorities and values, but once you've like documented, you start to realize like, wow, yeah, astrology is so real. If not, you know, we are building to a Saturn-Uranus square. So for everybody at astro.com. And that is obviously a huge tension point. Oh my gosh. Especially check where you have 7 degrees. I can think of a couple of people in my life where that is going to build into a different kind of square and a different kind of trine. So it's going to be powerful for them. Check where you have these things in your chart. I'm checking for, if anybody has a question, let me know. Today we have a Venus-Jupiter conjunction, so that's really exciting. And I'm going to refresh. Let's see how the Wi-Fi works, because the moon should be... We're at a new moon. Okay, everybody chill. Rituals for tomorrow. What I'm doing, and I'll share with everybody. I am seeding. Yeah, sorry, I kept thinking propagate, but I'm also doing that tomorrow. But I'm really excited because I'm starting some seeds tomorrow. Chamomile starts, some additional white sage starts. Oh, calendula starts. Oh my gosh, I'm so looking forward to I might do some sunflower starts. I'm doing starts tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. It's Venus Day. The moon will be moving into Pisces. So everybody look where 18 degrees Taurus is in your chart, because that's where Mars is right now. And that could be a really stubborn energy. And with the Saturn-Uranus square building, Also check where 7 degrees Taurus is in your chart, because Mars was there a little while ago, and that's where Uranus is now. You know, if you feel tension and you need to release in some kind of way, cry, masturbate. Oh my God, that's such a good one. Masturbate and okay, before you masturbate, or sacred sex with an additional parties, consider safety in COVID times. Just be safe, everybody. But especially with all this Aquarius energy, now might be a good time to kind of envision. Yeah, this is what I'm going to recommend we do. Everybody envision what they want to manifest. You know, get all, wish, 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 blow dandelions. And then when the moon moves into Pisces, as we're building to this big explosion of energy, this eruption, if you will, masturbate or sacred sex with a loved one, energetically, alchemically, however you want to define that. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay. So you've got all these ideas, all this Aquarius, everybody. Oh my God, Aquarius. Masturbate. Envision the dream. Masturbate. It is so freaking powerful. Lay a crystal grid around your space. Oh, I see one of my favorite birds is right there. So lay a crystal grid, an energetic ball, if you will, around your bed or bathtub or wherever this is going to take place, and then be inside it. And then, oh my gosh, y'all, you know? So that could be a great Friday ritual. Oh, and Valentine's Day is coming up, which in this world can mean love if we decide it. Okay? Oh, Greenpeace is texting me right now. I love Greenpeace. So also realistically, depending on where you are, make sure your go bag is prepared. Earthquakes, volcanoes, eruptions, highly, highly probable through this Mars, Saturn, Uranus, Saturn stuff. Yeah, Uranus, Saturn, sorry. So, and Mars is building to a trine with Pluto at 25 degrees. So yeah, just realistically, safely in the Earth plane, I like to get all out there, but realistically in the Earth plane, make sure your go bag is ready. Make sure, when I say go bag, I also mean, your safety tools, things like that, because this is an eruption kind of energy, and that can be showing up in your own world, the collective, and lots of downloads and psychic info. So just considering how once the moon gets to even though she'll be void, once she gets to like 25 to 27 degrees Aquarius, she'll be a little sextile the galactic center. And so that's just a spot in our cosmos, but it's like the umbilical cord. So we can get some psychic downloads, some dreams, write them down. if you want to remember them, ask before you go to sleep. Kind of program yourself to be, you know, like, I want to remember my dreams. But then the key to that is if you wake up in the mid of a dream, write it down, because famous last words, I'll remember it. No, you won't. Write it down. You wake up to remember it. Write it down. Okay, so yeah. Year of the Ox. Oh, this is so sweet though. Consider it Lunar New Year of the Ox, which is basically our Taurus friend. So, as we're building to this Uranus, this Saturn-Uranus square, you know, consider these themes. We're in a Lunar New Year, a huge new beginning. Yeah. Everybody masturbate or sacred sex. And what I mean by sacred sex is manifesting sexually, using that energy. This book. What if you don't have dreams? Okay, well, you can ask to have dreams, or you're receiving your psychic downloads through other means, other modalities. Sometimes people have dreams because they're not picking it up in the waking. So, yeah. I sometimes didn't dream because I had other things going on and I was receiving messages other ways. So my dreams come and go. They definitely play a role in the communication. Okay. If anybody has another question, let me know. But happy new beginnings! Tomorrow for rituals. Today for thinking about rituals. Clearing it out. Yeah, maybe clean. That also includes outside, like soil remediation. If you want to, and considering your living space, if you have a pot and a plant of some kind, you know, you can soil remediate. Now is the time. Exciting. Okay, so take care, everybody. I am signing off, checking the chart one more time. Okay. Happy new moon. Salt baths. That's a good one. And journaling and writing. Okay, take care.